Hello, freaky friends. It's just your friendly neighborhood horror writer. I decided to do a little bit of an update. A lot of things are moving forward for me, especially with my writing, and I just wanted to take this time to kind of share with you and kind of catch you up and take a little bit of a break from the Witchery series, which I love to do, but it does take a lot of time. And right now I'm having to put my writing as my priority. Now, we all know because of the plague, things aren't happening like they usually do. Usually around Halloween, October, I put a lot of travel videos up. I'm usually gone almost every single weekend in October, but I really can't do that this year. And I've kind of dedicated the time that I would have been traveling to writing. I have recently finished a rough draft of a companion piece that goes with the Chronicles. It's not in the main story, but it is a story about a side character. And this particular piece, Wren's Song, is about a side character that you get introduced to in Wendigo Rising, the second book in the Chronicles. I was originally going to put this kind of short story in the front of a Wendigo Rising, but it felt that it kind of weighed down the book and kind of ruined the rhythm of the book. So I decided to put it by itself as kind of an experiment as to how companion pieces can relate to a book series and how people would like it. Like, it is just a short story, kind of a novelette. And I'm wondering if that will just kind of give people a taste of my writing without committing to a novel. I'm feeling really good about the story. I admit that there was a few times where I had to get up and walk away from it because it just got so dark, and it really did trigger me. It really did upset me. And I am kind of worried that people aren't going to want to read it because of how dark it is. It takes a mother's love to one of the worst and darkest places, and then it delves into something a little bit deeper and a little bit more my style. And it was difficult to write. It was. I had to kind of calm myself down. I even had to call my mom a few times and have her talk to me. But it was something that I needed to write, and I wanted to write, and I wanted to explore that aspect of horror. It's a little paranormal because that's what I do, but there's also a psychological element in it. And I kind of am scared, but looking forward to what people think of it the end of November. I still have to have it edited, and I still have to create a cover and format it, and I'm doing it all myself, as you know, the self-published person I am. It's a little daunting, but since it's a short story, I think it's a more manageable thing for me because I didn't format The Lesser Devil. So I am learning that now with this one. So if there's any screw ups, it is totally my fault. I am still working on Wendigo Rising. It will be out late 2021. I hope, if nothing happens, you know, World War III or another plague, I don't know. Barring anything terrible happening, Wendigo Rising should be out late 2021. But till then, I have Wren's Song that's coming out at the end of November. It'll be available on Amazon. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do an audiobook of it or not. I don't know. I have feelings about it. But it will be available on Kindle no matter what. Print, I'm not sure if Amazon does something that small, because I think the short stories have to be an anthology. But I'll figure that out. Other than that, I am feeling much better. from what could have been the plague in June, but I never got a confirmation on it. I'm starting to get my mind back. I am still feeling kind of ugh, but I am doing a lot better. I'm working out. I'm eating healthier. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. As far as Halloween, I am a bit conflicted. I love Halloween. I love trick-or-treaters. And usually I would have all of my Halloween decorations up, but I really don't. I just kind of have a table with some skeletons around it. And I'm having a hard time getting the motivation to decorate because I don't think it's responsible of me to encourage Halloween trick-or-treating, which breaks my heart. I keep wanting to make excuses. I want to keep coming up with a plan, but the reality is I don't want to give an opportunity for people to get hurt. And when kids gather, when families gather and they, one thing or the other, the possibility of infection is a real thing. Even if I take all the precautions with the mask and the gloves and the prepackaged candy and all that, there's still crowds of people that happen, especially in front of my house. I do tend to have crowds in front of my house that kind of linger. And I don't know, I just can't be responsible for that, even though it breaks my heart. And Halloween is one of the, if not the most important holiday to me. Firstly, because it's Halloween trick-or-treating. Second, because it's Samhain, which is my new year, and a time where we pay our respects to our ancestors and the dead, and respect the veil and the turning of the seasons, and yada yada yada. I don't know. So I'm feeling all kinds of feelings about that, and I guess I'm dealing with that with just being the workaholic that I am. I recently have done an interview with another author, and that was fun. I did that today, and I figured I'm not going to waste this makeup or this camera and lighting setup, so I'm going to do a little vlog for you. And it was great. It was great. I was really nervous about it because being social is not natural to me. All of my social skills have been learned. And being in quarantine has actually been quite lovely because I don't have to deal with people. I love my friends and everything, and I love my family, but going out and being social is very taxing for me. And I have to admit, it's been kind of nice to where I don't feel the social obligations that I once felt, but I have become quite socially rusty. And I've had some social awkwardness that has happened at the grocery store. Yeah, so forgive me if I'm awkward and rusty. Well, I'm always awkward, but my social skills are, yeah. I also did a photo shoot this past month. I haven't done one of those in years, and it was quite exciting. I got to do it with Wolfheart Creative on Facebook, Wolfheart Colorado on Instagram. You should check her out. She's awesome. We did some amazing promo pics. It was so much fun. The weather was rainy and dreary, but that kind of worked for me, except my hair just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the day went on. But the photographs came out amazing, and it made me feel like a boss bitch. And that was the whole point. I put a lot of them on my Instagram at Tia M. Grubb, some of them on my Facebook, but I think I talk about the experience more on my Facebook, Tia M. Grubb. And here's some pictures. did you think, right? Right? I'm very happy with how they turned out. We are planning on to do another photo shoot. Of course, when we did our photo shoot, we were very careful, wearing our masks and everything, even though nobody else was. And we went to Chattanooga to get some of those beautiful places. But like hardly anybody was wearing their masks. And that was absolutely just mind-blowing. But we do plan on doing another shoot soon, sometime, maybe, I don't know, depending on everything in the future, which is going to be a little less gothic bad bitch and more witchy bad bitch. I'd love to know your thoughts. Please put it in the comments below. Which one was your favorite? What do you think? I'm currently only making videos about once a month, once every 3 weeks. So hitting that bell and subscribe and like and whatever you need to do to find out when my next video is, please do that. But I am concentrating on my writing to make sure that Wren's song is out by November 30th in Kindle at least, if not audiobook and maybe print. It's a short story about a mother's love that goes to the darkest place. I have a new website. I have all my social media links down below if you are interested and curious. And let's see what else. Oh yeah. May the night protect you as you protect the night. Blessed be.